If I asked you to name a classic Disney movie, I'm sure most of you would choose The Lion King.
Yeah, it's the circle of life.
Run away and never return.
If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
Today we're learning English with the iconic villainous song Be Prepared.
Prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news.
And in the second part of the lesson, be prepared to joining a super quick hula dance performed by Timon and Pumbaa. Now, if you are new here, our method is really simple. First, you will watch the clip with the subtitles. Then you will learn all of the most important vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. And finally, you will test your comprehension by watching the clip one more time, this time without subtitles. And of course, if you enjoy this lesson, please give it a like and you may write in the comments the new words and expressions you learned with us today. And to support our channel, I will ask you to hit that subscribe button and bell down below because every week we bring lessons just like this one for you to understand your favorite movies and TV series without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. So let's warm up our vocal cords to sing along.
It's clear from your vacant expressions, the lights are not all on upstairs.
But we are talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares.
So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer.
And where do we feature?
Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously square. Be prepared.
I was singing this song like the whole day yesterday and today. And I really like it. It's really that evil song that we no longer have in those newer Disney movies.
Yeah.
They're kind of scared of making a real villain like nowadays.
And it adds so much to his character. I think the song has this sinister, like, dark tone, and it reflects his manipulative and ambitious nature, right? He likes to control things and people, or lions, hyenas, and he wants to be king, right? So in this song, it's important to know the context here that he is planning to be the king, to overthrow his brother Mufasa and become the king of the Pride Lands. So what is to overthrow?
To overthrow is to take power from somebody, right? So imagine you're a president, and if you are overthrown, then somebody, took your power and became president instead of you.
Like forcefully even, right? Like in a way
Yeah.
that's not even legal sometimes. But anyway, in the beginning of this clip, he uses the expression vacant expressions, right? He says, it's clear from your vacant expressions. What is that, vacant expressions?
That's an interesting expression because this is another meaning of the word expression. Here he sings about the facial expression, right? The mimics we show, like either we're angry or we're happy. So the expression is about face. But vacant is something empty, right? So in this context, maybe he's implying that hyenas are not very intelligent, so they have vacant expressions. Yeah, they don't think so much, so you cannot see this thinking process in their eyes.
The lights are not all on upstairs.
But we are talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares.
This next line is another hint that the hyenas are not very intelligent. The lights are not all on, meaning that they are not thinking. There is no thinking process going on in their brains. Yeah, the upstairs part exactly refers to the person's mind. And this phrase is very similar to this funny expression I heard. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is similar, right? It's not exactly the same because this may be just if somebody's not paying attention. You're talking to somebody and you're just like thinking. So the lights are on, they're awake, right? Their eyes are open, but nobody's home. So it's like there's no one there. Like, hey, hello. It's like, oh. So
Exactly. Person is not reacting maybe to what you're saying, meaning that they're somewhere else, not here with you. Guys, you're doing such a great job learning this new vocabulary with us in today's lesson. Let me tell you this. If you don't review these words regularly, you're likely to forget them very soon. And if you want to actually use these new words in your future English conversations, we have a perfect solution for you. We've made an exclusive set of flashcards from this lesson for you for free on our Real Life English app. It's the perfect way to review and remember all the important words and expressions from today's lesson. Here's the magic. We use something called spaced repetition system. It's like a smart algorithm that knows when you're about to forget a word and brings it back for review right on time. Just regularly practice for 10-15 minutes and you'll always have the right words at the tip of your tongue when you need them in real conversations. Ready to get started? Then, using your phone, click on the link in the description to this video to go straight to the flashcards, or simply search for Real Life app in your favorite app store.
But we are talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares.
So here, Scar tries to emphasize that the topic is important. He says we're talking kings in succession. What does succession mean?
yeah, so succession refers to this sequence or the order in which one king follows another. Usually the children of the king or of the queen, they are the next kings and queens. So this is like this succession, also known as the lineage. It's another word.
Oh, what a nice word. Exactly. So yeah, Scar is saying that even you can't be caught unawares, meaning that even you can't be taken by surprise, right? You should expect something. So pay attention.
So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer.
And where do we feature?
Just listen to teacher.
I like this. Just listen to teacher. And
Yeah.
this British accent here, teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting that feature, it was said in like a British accent as well as like feature,
Teacher.
which rhymes with teacher.
Yeah, so nice. What kind of chance it is if you say the chance of a lifetime?
It's the kind of chance they only get like once, right? It's like in your whole life you have that opportunity. So it's like a chance in a lifetime.
Exactly. And sensational news is extremely exciting news. Yeah, it's sensation. Wow. Like you'll be so excited to hear about it.
A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer.
Tiptoeing. What is tiptoeing?
So when you tiptoe, you're walking quietly and carefully on your toes, just like Scar was doing that.
Yeah, I can imagine this scenario when, for example, you are late, like you came home really late, you're a teenager and your mom, disapprove of your being late and you're trying to make as little noise as possible and tiptoeing, getting back home, right? For her not to notice you.
And in this case, he was using it figuratively because it's not somebody who's tiptoeing. It's a new era. It's a new moment.
Exactly.
New age, right? And this shiny, this great new age that's coming is coming quietly but surely. It's tiptoeing nearer. It's approaching.
A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer.
Just a small comment here about pronunciation of these two words, and that's a great chance for you guys to practice your pronunciation. In songs, there are lots of rhyming words, which makes this practice of pronunciation so comfortable, so convenient, right? So the word era, it has two types, like two ways of pronunciation actually. You can either say era or era, and when you rhyme it together with nearer, you can exactly practice those sounds. Era, nearer.
And again, especially because this is British English, so he speaks with a British accent, so you get the words like chance instead of chance,
Yes.
right? Or
Yeah.
as you said, era. rhymes with Nira because the R at the end of Nira, as I would say it in an American accent, is not really there, right? It's non-rhotic R, so it's Nira.
Yeah.
And then again, same thing with feature and teacher, where it's like feature, teacher.
I love this. Teacher. Just listen to teacher. He, of course, refers to himself. Yes, Cars sees himself as Hyena's teacher to show them the way, to show what is their part. Yeah, we didn't define the word feature. Where do we feature means what is our part in this whole plan.
Feature is an interesting verb. Like it can be a noun, like your smartphone may have different characteristics, like the apps or different little things that it can do. But as a verb, it's exactly this. You can see this often in movies when there's an actor or actress who's going to play an important role. They'll say, oh, this movie features Jennifer Lawrence as the protagonist. So it's a verb.
I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously square.
Oh, sordid. This is a new word for me. What does it mean, Easy?
Sordid. So he's saying that I know it sounds sordid. All these things that he's saying. So he's acknowledging, he's recognizing that his plan might seem morally wrong or dirty. So I know it sounds sordid. So that's what sordid is. When something is very bad or dishonest, immoral, it's sordid.
But then he promises that the hyenas will be rewarded once he gets the power and recognition, because he feels like that's unfair that he hasn't become the king. To be given your dues is exactly that, to be given what you deserve. And there is a collocation, the due date. Could you explain that? Could you define what is a due date?
This is also known as a deadline, a due date. So it's the time that you have for finishing something. Let's say you have bills to pay, so you need to make sure that you pay your bills before the due date or the deadline to avoid fees, right? Extra fees.
And injustice deliciously
Square, but not a square like a figure, but square used as a verb. Can you define that?
Yeah, to square in this case, it refers to setting things right, to settle a situation so it becomes fair again, right? It was unfair or unjust. There was an injustice, and in this case, when you are squaring that situation, you are making it fair again. So that's what he was referring to there.
Exactly. So he says here that he will get what he deserves, and injustice will turn into justice, yeah, by being squared, by this situation being resolved to his benefit.
Hyenas. I hate hyenas.
So what's your plan for getting past those guys?
Live bait.
Good idea.
Hey.
Come on, Timon. You guys have to create a diversion.
What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?
Wow! If you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy Pumba here because he has the treat. Coming down a dine, on a Stacy's swine, all you have to do is get in line. Ah, you ain't
Yup, yup, yup.
for some bacon.
Yup, yup, yup.
He's a big pig.
Yup, yup.
You can be a big pig too. Hey! Wow!
Hyenas. I hate hyenas.
So what's your plan for getting past those guys?
Live bait.
Good idea.
Hey.
Come on, Timon. You guys have to create a diversion.
What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?
Wow!
Okay, so the next part after this, it will be really quick. So guys, you want to be prepared, but let's explain this part.
So in this next part, Simba, Nala, Pumbaa, and Timon, they arrive at Pride Rock, and Scar is the new king, right? This is closer to the end of the movie. So Timon and Pumbaa, they're trying to create a distraction to help Simba and Nala get past the hyenas and proceed with their plan to defeat Scar. So what does that mean, like, to get past?
To get past is exactly what we see here. They're trying to move through or go through those hyenas unnoticed.
So what is Simba saying that should be their plan for getting past the hyenas?
Well, that was a tricky plan. I feel like Timon didn't appreciate that plan because they planned for him to be a live bait. And a live bait is this small animal used to attract other, usually bigger animals, right? Like imagine when you are going fishing, you have those worms that you use as a live bait to catch fish. And the diversion is exactly this act of a distraction. This is something that draws attention away and distracts other people, like in this case, hyenas.
What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula? Wow!
So in drag, this expression means wearing clothes that are usually worn by the opposite sex. Usually it's women's clothes worn by a man as a part of some entertainment. And in England, actors in Shakespearean plays, they were all male, and female parts in that play were played by young men in drag. Yeah, meaning they were wearing women's clothes because women at that time were banned from performing publicly. But Timon here is wearing this beautiful dress to perform the hula dance. What is the hula dance?
It's the popular dance from the island of Hawaii. Maybe you've seen that in movies and series, right?
Yeah. So you do the hula. Do the hula is dance, that traditional dance.
Wow! If you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy Pumba here because the end is read. Coming down a dine, on a Stacy swine, all you have to do is get in line. Ah, you ain't
Yup, yup, yup.
for some bacon.
Yup, yup.
He's a big pig.
Yup, yup.
You can be a big pig too. Hey!
Oh my God, this is like a real challenge. I'm not sure if I'm able to like sing that fast. I tried, I failed, so I need more practice. How about you? Do you feel like you can sing as quickly?
They're almost like tongue twisters.
And the word luau, by the way, it also refers to the Hawaiian culture. Luau is the Hawaiian feast or party, basically featuring this traditional Hawaiian food and this music, the hula dancing. What is hunk?
Yeah, he says, if you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat. So a hunk of fat and juicy meat is like a large piece, normally collocated with food, right? Like a hunk of meat in this case.
Yeah, hunk of bread. And in slang, it also means like a attractive man with like strong muscles, looking sexy. You can call this person a hunk.
Yeah. And then he follows, eat my buddy Pumba because he's a treat. So what does that mean?
This is a real treat. Yeah. So a treat, this is something enjoyable or delightful. It's not necessarily should be like a dessert. It may be an experience. Like, for example, you're in for a treat in this lesson, or you're in for a treat in this party. I don't know, something like that. It's not only about food, it's also about experiences, something that you enjoy.
And then he follows, come on down and dine on his tasty swine. What is he saying there?
Come on down is like inviting. When you invite people to join you in something, you can say, come on down. Yeah, come on down to this party tonight. Or you can know this phrase like, come on in, when you invite people to just come in to your house. Yeah, come on in. And dine on something is specifically to eat this specific food. And basically, there are two words related to this root, dine. So there is dinner, which is a meal at the end of the day. And there is a diner, which refers to a small restaurant. And if you go to a restaurant, you use the verb dine out, actually a phrasal verb, right? To dine out means to eat in a restaurant.
And as you said previously, to dine on something is to make something a meal.
Coming down a dine, on a Stacy swine, all you have to do is get in line.
So what are they dining on here? Or what is Timon offering them to dine on?
So the special dish today is swine. This is a more generic term to call pigs. Yeah, so there are these words like pigs, swines, then there are hogs, because I believe Pumbaa is actually a warthog. This is like a type of swine that lives in Africa.
And swine is like all these different animals that look like pigs, like warthogs, as you're saying.
Coming down a dine, on a Stacy swine, all you have to do is get in line.
So Timon is inviting the hyenas to come on down and dine on this tasty swine, this delicious swine. And all you have to do is get in line. What is that, to get in line?
So getting line is waiting for your turn. A line is a group of people standing one behind the other. And a British word for a line is a queue. But I like the next phrase, aching for something. He's asking, are you aching for some bacon?
Ah, you aching? Yup. For some bacon? Yup.
If you're aching for some bacon, which that rhymes, right? Aching, bacon. You're basically desiring, you're craving that. You're craving bacon. You really want it. You have that deep desire. So you're aching for it.
Okay, guys, so that was a funny song. And I hope you remember the previous, more evil song from the very beginning, because now it's time for a test. Let's watch 2 clips one more time now without subtitles.
It's clear from your vacant expressions, the lights are not all on upstairs.
We are talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares.
So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer.
And where do we feature?
Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously square. Be prepared.
Hyenas. I hate hyenas.
So what's your plan for getting past those guys? Live bait. Good idea.
Hey,
Come on, Timon. You guys have to create a diversion.
what do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?
Luau! If you're hungry for a hunk of fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy Pumba here if it was the end of the street. Coming down a dine, honest Stacy swine, all you had to do was get in line. Ah, you aching?
Yup.
For some bacon?
Yup.
He's a big pig.
Yup.
You can be a big pig too. Hey!
It was so much fun to make this lesson for you guys, and I hope that you had fun learning with us today. Remember to review all the words on the Real Life English app with the exclusive flashcards. You'll find a special link in the description under this video. Just use your smartphone to get started. This is the perfect way to make these words stick with you forever. Now, if you want to learn some more English today, check this lesson next.
Boy, notice how Bostonians aren't exactly ugly, but they're not sexy either.
Homer, your negative attitude is ruining this hatecation.
So, what to hate first? The Freedom Trail? The touch tank at the New England Aquarium? Ooh, that could blow.
I want to go to Southie. That part of town has the towniest townies of any town.
You think your Bostonians are so great? Watch as your beloved hooligans tear your innocent father limb from limb